Sagittarius, welcome to your Finding Your North Star reading. I've laid your cards, and to let you know, if you want to stay around, we've got 3 majors out of 5, 6, 7 cards, so quite a high proportion. And we've also got a special card. I'm using this deck, which is the Enchanted Tarot of the Waite, and it's got 3 illustrations or 4 illustrations from, which is it, 3 or 4? 4 from Pixie Coleman Smith's other illustrations, and you've got one of those as well as a sort of additional bonus. And we're talking about how to set your North Star at North Compass, and it shows you having a rebirth and being able to triumph in rather a beautiful way over some adversaries. So if that feels right, then stick around. So you, in the idea of setting this North Star, it might be about relationships. It's certainly about divine choices with the Lover's card. It talks about you looking for a kind of great partnership in life, but also what choices you take. So while we're talking about how to set your North Compass, it's as if you're being offered a choice in partnership or something slightly divinely. Are you going to take it or are you not? And you're ready to partner, I think, with the right choice, with the right person. So how to set your North Compass. Walk away from what you've loved without trashing it. Do it in a different way, or completely leave it and start again with the 8 of Cups. That passionate red cloak and the staff shows you walking off in great passion, really, but you don't kick away these cups, because whatever you're leaving, you've loved. And it might be that you're not leaving it, you might just be inventing it somehow, doing something in a completely different way, and that is how you're going to get things tweaked so that you're facing in just the right direction in your life, is to reinvent to some extent. Your root skills that you have to support you is the Tower. So you either know when things are not built on the right foundations, or you can survive a short, sharp shock. You won't be too pettily. You can cope with big changes. You can weather the storms, because the Tower is about things suddenly out of the blue coming that are pulling down things or getting rid of things in your life that haven't been meant to be there for one reason or other. And it feels as if you can survive those rather well with the 8 of Cups as well. You either recognize them in advance, or when these kind of short, sharp shocks come along, you don't balk at it. You can cope. You're tough, and you can recognize it for what it is. You don't go into too much of a decline for too long. And maybe you're even good at reducing to rubble that is no good in your life. Maybe you're quite pragmatic in that way. And lots of people will hold on to situations way beyond their sell-by date because the familiarity is so great. But maybe you are the kind of person that can dismantle as well as create. What to let go of is this kind of unbidden libido in the Knight of Wands. So rushing in and out, being a little bit led by your passions, but a bit non-committal, to be honest. So it feels as if you need to commit to something new. And maybe it is this choice you're being offered in the Lovers. Maybe you're so good at leaving with the 8 of Cups and the Tower that there's a sense in which, if this new choice feels healthy for you, and obviously this is just for entertainment purposes, you might want to kind of temper that ability to rush in and rush out and follow your whims and follow your passions, and instead really sort of put some roots down. Where it's all leading, the Ace of Cups, a new wonderful offer from the divine, like that Lovers, of something loving. It is coming to you. I can see that. And the Judgment card, the sort of epiphany around that. Suddenly, it might be somebody you've known for a while that you suddenly think, gosh, or an offer or a partnership with a work project that you've never really considered before, that you suddenly have a kind of aha moment about and you realize is going to be good for you. And then this card, which was called something like From the Land of Dreams, which is one of these illustrations. So it feels like it comes, I mean, actually, look how similar those characters are here to these. It's like, rather than them coming from their watery graves, maybe this epiphany comes through your dreams. It could literally be a dream, or something that hits you in the middle of the night, or something that comes deeply from an imaginative space, where you suddenly realize that there's a new part of you waking up. Look, that shadowy figure that comes from this other land, from this epiphany, and it's to do with something that you deeply love. this new offer, like with the Lovers. Let's cap this. Talk to me about the Knight of Wands. Why do they need to leave that? Because like with the Eight of Cups, you're moving into calmer territory with the Six of Swords, and you're learning your lessons with the Six of Swords, and you're taking all your parts with you. And that kind of mature journey needs quite a lot of consciousness, not rushing around after passions and not really metabolizing, but you need to use your brain and learn the lessons of all these wonderful experiences you've had. And I was thinking about the Tower here. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. So working away at something diligently that then comes down. Now, talk to me a bit more about what's the Tower with their root skills. What's the Tower? Maybe you've been working on coping with these shocks. Maybe you've had quite a lot of them. Let's see what they've said here. The Five of Cups, the disappointment. Yeah, it just says you probably have had quite a few disappointments, putting a lot of work into something that ends up not working out. And it shows that you are able to be reborn like the Fool, that you can probably find something in that cup. Like normally with the Five of Cups, he's ignoring the two that are still standing. Here they're all standing, and the sun is coming out from behind those clouds, like in the Fool, and a bit like in the Seven of Pentacles. And it sort of says to me that actually you're quite good at looking on the sunny side of things when things go wrong. So that's kind of what we thought it was. And then any other words, maybe on the Judgment and the Dreamland and this love that's coming to you. Four of Torches. Yeah, it feels like something that's going to be a cause of great celebration, like a marriage or a wedding or a party, a perfect partnership, like the Lovers. We've got two cards that indicate that. I think you're going to suddenly recognize where you want to partner your energies, either with someone or something. It feels like a very stable, passionate match that will hit you from your dreams or from your unconscious, and will be wonderful. Any parting words? Two cards. What have we got? The Justice, which talks about balance, and the Hierophant. I mean, beautiful. So many majors here. A bit like the previous one, which was Scorpio. It's saying this is a time where you're moving into just balance, things being just right. And the Hierophant, which feels like you're kind of, it could be marriage, to be honest, but you're also morally right with the world. Things suddenly feel very proper in a way that you might not be used to. It might be sort of curious, but they sort of are solidifying in front of your eyes. So that's wonderful. See you again.